I cannot prevent the French from being French. And that was said by Charles de Gaulle. Right, so here we are back at it again with 5EZ. And today we've got Lathans playing as 5EZ. And he's up against Darricks playing as 4th motschutzen. 5EZ, the best division in the game. Or second best. It's map dependent. But on this map, yeah, it's the best. And 4th motschutzen, one of the worst divisions in the game. I'd say the second worst. KDA is the worst. So, interesting decision by Darricks to pick 4th. But yeah, we'll go through the deployment and then we'll go through the game. And this was played as part of the SDL Warno monthly tournament. So there was the ability to pick and ban divisions and pick and ban maps. And somehow Darricks has ended up playing 4th motschutzen into 5EZ on Black Forest, a map which favours 5EZ. So I'm not sure what went wrong there, but yeah, let's go through the deployments. So starting with 5EZ, got some Dragon Paras going to here, and then the vehicles being sent around to there. Behind that, two AMX-10 RCs. These are the wheeled tanks. Really OP for the price. And one's going to here. That's to stop any CV coming from down here, and then down here the AMX will kill it. The other one's going to here just to stop anybody from running down here. Behind that, you've got... do you have 2 rolling 3s? Now, I could have sworn... Maybe I'm misremembering. I could have sworn Lathans told me not to open 2 rolling 3s on 5EZ, but... maybe I'm misremembering, but so here we've got 2 rolling 3s. One's going to here, one's going to here. Rolling 3s, yeah, pretty good. So you see that covers a substantial portion of the map. Not the whole map. Black Forest is a nice big map. I'm a big fan of the bigger maps. He's got 1 CV going to Delta and then to Charlie. And then, yeah, so he's got a Minstrel and Chasseurs. Minstrel coming in the VAB T20. I used to bring mine in just a P4 truck, but I've been told that's a bad idea. A Gazelle Hot 1. As opposed to a Hot 2. The advantage of the Hot 1 is you get 2 more of them and they're cheaper. The advantage of the Hot 2 is that it's got like 15% better accuracy and it deals 2 or 3 more pen. I think it's 2 more. So most people bring the Hot 2, but Hot 1 meta? I mean, well, okay, let's think about it. What is the strongest armoured vehicle you're going to be facing on 4th motschutzen? It's going to be the T55 AM2, which has... an armor value of, we will not find out. It's like 10 or 11. I think it might be 10. At which point, maybe the Hot 1 will not one-shot that. So maybe it's still worth bringing the Hot 2. But anyway, so we spoke about the Rolands. Got another CV going to Alpha and then to Bravo. And then Sappers in the autocannon transport, it's quite surprising. And then Chasseurs in the AMX-10P. So this, you don't see this a lot. Not the Sappers Flam, you see them every day. This is a Roland 3. This is the AMX-13 Visi 20mm, which for some reason has had its armor buffed to 3. I'm not sure why. I mean, look at it. But yeah, it's basically... It's a IFE for 30 points. It's the cheapest autocannon IFE in the game. And it gets 3 front armor now. So, you know, just French things, but it only comes on the sappers. So usually you don't see it because people want their sappers to arrive quickly, so they don't bring it in that. But yeah, for some reason, the French now get the cheapest autocannon IFE in the game as well as all the other things they get. And yeah, we got a Dragon Paras going to secure the sawmill, and then an AMX-10 going down here. It's pretty good spot, actually. So you can shoot anybody coming down here, and then you can sneak over and do sneaky things. And an AMX-10 RC going to here. And you'll note that he's not taking the obvious road, he's taking this road. Why? Well, when you send your CV to Alpha and then to Bravo, it will go down this road. And so what a lot of people do is they put something here. Forward deployed, something gets here. And here comes the CV, back dead. So that's why the AMX-10 is going that way, to stop the guy from coming down this road. Or at least spot him. So that does it for Lathans. Let's swap to Darricks. So Darrick's choosing to play one of the worst divisions in the game. But he's been playing these guys since they came out. And he's very good at them. So he tends to open 2 AA helicopters. These are, it's not an Igla, right? It's an R60. But the suppression on it is 540. So even though the accuracy's crap, if you get one hit, whatever you've hit is out of action. It's not dead, it's out of action. So 2 AA helicopters, and they're going to Charlie and Delta, and they'll probably get blown up by an AMX-10. A Mirage. I'm getting my OP French units mixed up. It's all broken. It's all broken. I'm an enthusiastic Ray of Sunshine. So, tracked Strela, 8 missiles. Not amazing range. More of an anti-helicopter device. 2 CVs, one going to Echo and then presumably to Bravo, and one going to Foxtrot and then presumably to Charlie. Supply for the town, and then, yeah, Forth gets a lot of forward deployed stuff, so he's got... Let's take this a little bit at a time. So he's got 2 faggots, one's going to here, one's going to here, and the Scharfschütze, and they're going to the... Let's try that again, shall we? He's got 2 faggots, one's going to pray in the church, and one's going to here. And then the Scharfschütze's going over here. And then he's got a bunch of other shit. Right, let's work out where the Metis are going. So 1 FS Metis there, 1 FS Metis there, 1 FS Jäger there, 1 SPG-9 here to stop anything from coming through, and then 2 Strelas for the town. 1 here, 1 here. And then over here he's got another homosexual, and he's going over to here with a Scharfschütze for visual. So the sniper can spot for the faggot. So that about does it for the deployment, and I'll be casting it from the side that I think is going to win. So, yeah. Right, so they're off and everybody's going to where we said they were going to go. I've been told to use this time at the start for bants and for showing off the amazing visuals in this game. Most pro players play from the maximum zoom. I play from like the regular zoom, which makes me suboptimal, and that's why I lose a lot. If you can get an ultra-wide monitor, you can spot the MiG-21 Bison coming for the helicopter. So something all the pro players do, and I do it very occasionally, depends how try-hard I'm feeling, is that you can whack your camera into the road, and you can hear vehicles and stuff, even if you can't see them. Obviously we can see them because we've got global vision. And so that's how Darricks knew exactly where that helicopter was, despite the fact that he couldn't see it. And then when you get close enough, obviously the plane can spot it. But that's how he managed to come in on the perfect thing. It's just a problem with the game. You see it a lot in 10v10s and stuff. You're like, why? How does he know where my artillery is? It's because some guy's got his camera to the fucking ground, and he's like, oh, I can hear it. It's obviously BS, but they've not fixed it, so the beatings will continue until morale improves. This FIC 200 being a bit aggressive here, and obviously this thing's not going to hit him because he's got 40% accuracy. The Strelas might, and there you go. So he lost that, and he didn't even kill this, so a bit aggressive there. But don't worry, 5e has the potential to bring 12 fighters because they get 3 in a card. Even the really good ones, they get 3 in a card. Really not sure why, but well, you know, the French public assures me that 5e is balanced, so I'm sure it is. So here we go. These AA helicopters can now try and deal with the... No, they can't, because Minstrel kills them. And... yeah. Yeah. So he really needs to get this out of here, because it's just going to get stunned. And the Seed, great for sponging, if he can. Here we go, some more Mirages. These come at 3 per card. And they cost 155 points. Yeah, just 5e things. God, I really wish a patch would come out and just put these guys in the bin. So sick of them. Anyway, Ray of Sunshine, etc. So, this AMX-10 doesn't smoke in time, and so he dies to the Metis. These Metis used to be really good, by the way. They still are pretty good, but they used to be amazing because the accuracy you would get from max level would make the accuracy like 80%. The rate of fire increase isn't as important because because the ATGM has such a long travel time, you can never really take advantage of the rate of fire. You'll just fire every time you can, usually. High rates of fire could actually be seen as detrimental, because sometimes you get a guy who'll like go in and out of cover as he's like, so say you're coming down this road, you're like, oh, I can't see him, 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 I can't see him. And if you've got a really high rate of fire, you go do 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 do, and you miss all your ATGMs, right? Because it fires, you lose LOS, it goes, and then you fire another one, and then you fire another one. So it can actually be disadvantageous. So Darrick's managed to kill that AMX-10 over here, but at what cost? He's lost all his units. And over here, Lathans can just walk in, because there was only actually one FS Jaeger here. Darrick's choosing to secure the town before he secured Bravo. So another thing you can do with these 155-point infinite availability planes is gun run people. Although I think this one might die. Because, yes, that AA goes down to the minstrel roll combo. Because they get these totally broken French nose guns, the Deffer. It's actually a British gun, but the French one's just better for some reason. Actually, I think they're the same. I think the Jaguar, the British Jaguar, is the same as the French one in terms of the guns. The French one's obviously cheaper, like 50 points cheaper. So this is another tool in the French arsenal. You can drop commandos if you're, if you're losing your position fast. You can actually get these guys in here. And because they're special forces and shock got buffed, as soon as you get them into a building and not leave them out in the open getting shot. There we go, he's putting them there now. They will very quickly kill the enemy. They're probably one of the only small arms in the game that deals damage. So, yeah, because of these hills here, it can be difficult for these planes to get targeting on things sent down here. So if you lose Alpha as blue, it's very hard to lose because it's so easy to defend. But if you don't defend it and you lose it, it's actually really quite difficult to get it back, because even though you spawn so much closer than the enemy spawn, you can't use your air. You can't use your air. So you have to send everything through ground, through this side, or you could send it through the forest, but most people don't do that. They just keep piling in through this road and they keep dying. So yeah, on this side, Darrick's trying to save his FS Jaeger metas. But if this, once you get low cohesion, your movement speed goes down. So it's difficult to get out of there. This guy is being sent forwards on 1 HP. This means she'll have rounds. Yeah, it does. So I'm not sure why this is being done. I guess he thinks that the minstrel's still back here, but it's not. And these things have a massive range anyway, so even if it was back here, it would still shoot that. So he loses that, which is a shame. But yeah, 5 easy going at it. This AMX-10, the one that was on here, he did manage to get down here as we predicted. And then, yeah, you just shoot one, they all have to dismount, and then you just fuck off before anything important can arrive. So this is 4th Motorisiette's heaviest armor. It's got 10 for now. So I don't know if a Hawk can actually one-shot that. But yeah, over here, Darrick's trying to get CV in. He's actually backing it because he doesn't know if there's a, there's an 850 meter range rocket launcher in here. Can shoot you from very far away. And this guy is dead. Should have pulled back into the forest, I suppose. But these IFVs at close ranges like that, particularly if you put him here where he's putting them, do you see that LOS? You get guaranteed side shots if you put somebody there, and then you just blow them up. Crazy LOS. And then he moves these as well because he knows what's coming for him. Interesting div. And yeah, particularly on these bigger maps, 5e is just unstoppable. I mean, you've just got so much mobility. The enemy can't be everywhere. I can see what Darrick was going for with 4th. 4th gets a lot of cheap, effective units, and so and helicopters, gets a lot of helicopters. So you can use those to cover the map and find the infiltration units. But just with autocannons being so good against helicopters, you need to use 3 of them if you want to. Oh, 2 of them. You need 2 of them if you want to kill these, because otherwise, if it was just this one, he'd get stunned and then he wouldn't be able to do anything. Oh, they don't even kill him, but the FS Jaeger's coming in to finish the job. And here we go, Mirage 3E again. Whoa! And yep, just kill a helicopter every time. French nose gun moment. Darrick's choosing to bring the cheaper fighters, the MiG-21 Bison AA A1, not even the A2. So he's got 4 missiles, but yeah, this guy's going to get out of here now. There is a roll in 3 here, but yeah, you see that. Yeah, you infinite planes, Celevi. And yeah, Lathans decide to defend this now. So, I was going to say, interesting decision by Darricks to not buy Cubs into 5e air, but here we go, here are the Cubs. I guess he felt like he needed more ground units because of this, right? And you get 4 of these per card. But yeah, Roland's not sure where that one was going. And here we go, here's the Hail Mary, he's coming for this, and can you see that? Actually, I don't think he can, you know. Because of the hill, yeah, so if you zoom in on this hill, he can't see that because there's a fucking hill in the way. So that's that. This is going to at least kill a few of these. And that will give Lathans time to react. Over here, 4th does get flamethrowers. And this, I guess because of the hill, he can't see him. He's not on an attack move order, he's just on a move order. I expect the motschutzen to win that fight, yeah, RPG. And over here, Darrick's trying to use his cheap, cost-efficient T-55s, but you're up against a division where every single rocket launcher fires 850 meters, which is the max. And so it's really difficult to use your spam because, well, one wrong move, you get shot by the 850 and you're dead. And AMX-30 B2s are just too cheap, really. Here we go, this guy's finally stopped to shoot, and you see the power of the flamethrower. Particularly with that shock bonus, giving them extra damage now. And yeah, these BMP-1s are really quite cost efficient, but the AMX-30 B2 is built to... Well, I mean, it's built to kill everything, it's OP, but... because of the autocannon gun speed combo with good armor, and it's cheap, but even if you took some of those away, the autocannon good gun combo means that it's very effective at dealing with waves of trash like this, basically. It's basically the perfect counter to 4th is 5e, because the planes kill the 4th helicopters. The AMXs can stop the 4th forward deployment rush. That's for the AMX-10RCs. And you get the 850 meter range rocket launchers to stop the waves of trash, so 5e is basically designed to kill 4th. I mean, it kills everything, but even if 5e was balanced, it would be designed to kill 4th. So, yeah, it's tough for Darricks. I mean, his micro's good. It's just, you know, what are you supposed to do about this? You can't do anything. I mean, the faggots don't do anything to the B2s. You need a few hits to kill, and you know, the autocannon will shoot before the gun does. Oh, okay, you can't actually see that. And the mighty FS Jaeger, you know, that... Well, okay, so this is a pretty bad situation for this guy. But in a one-on-one in the forest, the B2 would win, because the FS Jaeger would hit it, and then the B2 would just stun it with the autocannon and the tank gun and the MMG. The MMG doesn't really do anything, all firing at once. Then you send over your helicopters, and the autocannons from the B2s are enough to, to stun them up anyway. So Lathan's not being greedy, deploying here instead of just going straight down there. But the Cub's up for Darricks now, so he can't be as frivolous with his air, but just keep in mind that his air comes at 3 per card when, you know, all the good fighters in the game, except the French ones, come at 2 per card, so you get a lot more fighters. So yeah, this comes at 3 per card. And he's not even going for that one, he's going for the full HP one. And he'll get it with 1 pass. And the Cub will miss. And the Strela will... there, you know, another plane, another plane, another plane, and... Yeah. I feel like Darricks is too far behind at this point. He's buying helicopters, plane's killing him. He needs, like, 3 Cubs. But if he buys Cubs, then he loses this point. I mean, to be honest, I'm saying he's behind. It is even, right? But, I mean, look at... You know, he's almost out of here. The only thing that's really stopping him is these guys had to pull back, and yeah, he surrenders because he realizes that it's pretty hopeless, situation. So yeah, if you want to win on the ranked ladder, just play 5e. But yeah, Darrick's really good player, better than me. It says he doesn't have many games. That's because he's got 10 million alt accounts. And when you click the top player in a replay, it comes up with your rank. So, you know, I can't show you Lathans' stats, but he's got 2 accounts. One of them is rank 1, and the other one's like rank 4 or something. So, these are 2 of the best players in the game. They're both better than me. And, yeah, they both play more than me, so you'd hope so, wouldn't you? But, yeah, you see that. You see 5e, 5e, 5e.